1. Looks are the main element for a man's dating achievement. 2. Ladies care about looks more than men. 3. This is basically on the grounds that ladies are considerably more particular in their mate decision. Their dating system can measure up to a solitary line angler attempting to get the greatest fish. 4. Most men take anything that they can get. They're similar to the ocean fishing boats, tossing a major net into the sea getting whatever. There's a great deal of men out there that will essentially go with anybody. Literally anybody. 5. Looks is turning out to be more significant for folks now as a result of the blast of internet dating applications. 6. Looks is additionally turning out to be more significant in light of the fact that ladies are presented to an ever-increasing number of choices day to day. What's the quickest method for reducing 100 choices? Simple, let go of anybody you do not find appealing. 7. Any man who is an 8 or above in engaging quality will have honorary pathway carried out for him on web-based dating applications. 8. Conversely, any man between a 5 and 7 in engaging quality will battle enormously on web-based dating, getting scarcely any matches and barely getting answers to messages. 9. Any man under a 5 will get 0 counterparts forever. 10. On internet dating applications, 60% of preferences go to the top 10% of men. 11. 80% of the matches go to the main 20%. 12. 95% of matches go to the main 50%. 13. Only 5% of matches go to the last half of folks. 14. These measurements likewise show that looks are for the most part level-headed. There is almost no space for assessment or inclination. 15. A man's cash currently makes next to no difference to ladies, as they can either work independently or depend on the public authority to give assets, all things being equal. 16. Any man that gets in a relationship in light of his cash has no genuine fascination from the lady, it is all phony love. 17. His main design is simply to give assets to her, whether it be cover for her bills, costly dates, occasions, etc. 18. Any man that gets a relationship primarily due to his cash will probably get unloaded when he loses his employment or ventures. 19. Connections in view of cash will probably wind up as dead rooms. The man could get intimacy 2 times per year, on his birthday and on Christmas. 20. Certainty means close to nothing, and possibly helps assuming that the man being referred to is as of now appealing. 21. This is since, supposing that an unattractive person is certain, it is frequently viewed as dreadful or presumptuous. 22. At any rate, certainty is exceptionally connected with looks. Genuinely talking, more limited, unattractive individuals are bound to get harassed in school, which nothing unexpected will adversely affect an individual's certainty and confidence. In the interim, 23 appealing individuals are bound to be assessed from educators, guardians, which thus helps their certainty. 24. On top of this, by and large individuals will generally embrace a degree of certainty in light of what they look like. 25. For instance, how could this petted person look certain to the camera assuming he's remaining close to this man who's way taller than him? 26. How did this man grin with certainty when he has not so great teeth? 27. How did this man be positive about his own skin when he has issues with his facial skin? 28. Status additionally doesn't make any difference, hence in light of the fact that 29, like certainty, status is additionally to is still up in the air by searches. For instance, 30, 58% of chiefs are north of 6 foot regardless of them, just making up 15% of the populace. Moreover, 31, ladies will quite often possibly care about status when they have arrived at settling down age. 32. College-aged ladies couldn't care less about a man's vehicle on the off chance that the man driving it is short, old, and going bald. 33. Ladies just begin thinking often about your character after you're over their base looks limit. 34. On the off chance that you're way over a lady's base looks limit, it reaches the place where you can pull off basically anything, and as a matter of fact your pessimistic character qualities should be visible as upsides. 35. An alluring man who is timid is seen as adorable. In the meantime, 36. An unattractive man who is modest is viewed as standoffish. 37. An alluring man who is off-kilter is viewed as entertaining or delightful. In the meantime, 38. An unattractive man who is off-kilter is viewed as peculiar or dreadful. 39. When an alluring man makes terrible jokes, they will be deliberately chuckled at by ladies as they need to dazzle him. In the interim, 40. When an unattractive man makes great jokes, they will be avoided as they will be viewed as culminated or inappropriate. 41. An alluring man who is savvy is seen as brilliant. In the interim 42, insights on an unattractive man is geeky or quirky. 43. An appealing man without any companions is viewed as a solitary individual. In the meantime 44, an unattractive man without any companions is viewed as a lonely wishout. 45. Things, for example, preparing or further developing your appearance don't add up to a lot and are exaggerated. This is on the grounds that 46, garments and hairstyles are not attached to your hereditary qualities. You can't pass down a costly hairstyle to a kid. It is an ecological variable, hence, ladies won't think often about it. 47. Also, these elements frequently possibly work when the man is appealing at any rate. Pleasant garments look great when worn by alluring men, not the reverse way around. 48. An ugly man in precisely the same garments will look awful. 49. Going to the exercise center possibly helps in the event that you are essentially normal in the face, for which it can emphatically work on your appearance. In the meantime 50. Assuming you're less than ideal in the face, getting an exercise center body will be zero work, as it will be seen as overcompensate. 51. A rec center body can look lamentable on a petite person, like he's a forceful leprechaun. 52. A few men who are even better than expected in the face and level are still hereditarily restricted because of elements, for example, an unfortunate casing and terrible muscle-building hereditary qualities. 53. On the off chance that a man has great level who was beforehand overweight, bringing down his muscle versus fat ratio in the rec center can totally change his engaging quality. Be that as it may 54, this is just the situation assuming the man's basic facial design is alluring. On the off chance that the man is unattractive underneath the fat, he'll scarcely be in a preferable spot over where he was previously. 55. The main distinction between a friend and a boyfriend is the manner by which genuinely alluring you are. 56. Most standard dating exhortation is essentially terrible, and it just serves to briefly help individuals have an improved outlook on themselves. 57. For instance, expressions like simply act naturally, just put yourself out there, be satisfactory, and make individuals snicker are just superficial, and don't invade more profound implications of fascination. 58. As a matter of fact, any dating guidance that begins with simply do whatever is most likely going to be horrible counsel. Folks, trust me. I've worked in cafes over Valentine's, and I'd say 80% of the time, the man needs to cover the bill in full. 20% the bill is parted. 0% the lady will be the one to pay. At long last, 100 ladies consider it to be an affront in the event that an ugly man moves toward her, as she naturally suspects he is hinting he is on her level. So that is each of the 100 of my places of the dark pill. That is the video. Make certain to press the like button and leave any considerations you have in the remarks underneath, as it helps the YouTube algorithm.